What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC26 video where today we are going to be taking a look at the official gameplay deep dive. Join with me to take a look at this, taking what EA are changing or not changing, have promised to change, and let's see if FC26 can promise to be a better game than what we've got now. So we'll watch it through again, like we did last time around. And then maybe we'll take another view afterwards if there's some things we want to watch. But I kind of just want to watch it all through. And yeah, let's go. And we'll try and catch all of the Easter eggs as we go.
Here's what's new.
Here's what's new.
First, we separated gameplay into two presets.
Yep, we kind of saw that a couple days ago.
For more responsiveness and player control.
And then the authentic gameplay for like the real game. Yeah.
For more realism in offline modes.
Okay, weather conditions and
tailored to where and how you play.
Ooh.
Second,
nice.
we refined the gameplay fundamentals across all modes.
Okay.
Pace, passing, tackling, saves, physicality, everything to address your most requested changes.
Good.
And third,
obviously, we have to play the game to decide whether or not it worked or not, but
player roles and play styles to a high contrast mode.
I really like the high contrast mode, I can't lie. Even though I don't need to use it, but
something you've been very vocal about. Splitting gameplay
make gameplay faster.
All
right, what does it say there? So, competitive gameplay, the classic high-tempo competitive FC gameplay experience, favors speed and responsiveness over realism. Offline game type can be changed in the setting menu, and then authentic gameplay, a slower pace, more measured style of FC gameplay, closer to what you'd see in an actual football match, favors realism over speed of play. Offline game type can be changed in the settings menu.
For the first time, online modes like Football Ultimate Team and clubs will have their
Football
own
Ultimate Team,
gameplay
foot. We're still calling it foot.
Competitive gameplay. While offline modes like Manager and Player Career will default to authentic gameplay.
Okay, but you can switch them maybe?
Competitive gameplay is fast, dynamic, and attacking football that rewards you for skill, timing, and quick decision-making.
Oh.
It's designed to feel extra
lovely passing.
Give you more control on the pitch.
Lovely ball.
A more consistent
nice.
Gameplay experience. Passing
Kevin De Bruyne in a Napoli kit looks weird, doesn't it?
Dynamic. The paciest players feel more explosive. We've even said dribbling feels more dynamic. The pace play experience. Passing feels
that's a bit.
Dribbling feels more dynamic.
That chop there, crazy.
We've even chosen
great finish as well.
Responsive animations to keep matches feeling fast and smooth. Auto tackles and blocks are less common, encouraging you to take control on defense.
I would love that because I manually defend. If honestly, guys, AI defending has been the biggest downfall for me because first of all, I struggle to break it down like everybody else, and it just is such. It just reduces the skill gap massively, doesn't it? It lets people who are terrible at the game just let the AI do all the defending for them. Manual defending used to be so valuable back in FIFA 11, 12, 13, 14. I can't remember when they specifically changed and AI defending became like crazy overpowered. But I've always been in bad habits of manually defending, even in games where AI defending is so overpowered. If manual defending comes back to being the strongest way to defend, oh, it's gonna be a great year.
Tackles bouncing back to your opponent. Goalkeepers will also.
What do you say about tackles there?
Are less common, encouraging you to take control on defense.
Yeah.
And you'll be rewarded for great timing with fewer tackles bouncing back to your opponent.
Okay.
Goalkeepers will also parry the ball to safety more often.
Love that.
Reducing the number
yeah, love that because that right there. This one that we're about to see, he parries it out for a corner. 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100 in the current game, it gets parried out for a rebound and a tap in. That there just ends up coming straight back out for a rebound, yeah.
Every detail of the competitive gameplay experience is built to deliver on those three.
You can't go and talk about how good goalkeepers are, and then this is the first time finesse shot from the top of the box we've seen get buried into the absolute top corner of the goal. We saw one a few clips ago as well, off of that chop on the inside, and then a absolute top bins finish.
Responsiveness, consistency, and control.
Beautiful.
Authentic gameplay, our preset for career, is immersive, realistic.
Look how the water is holding that ball up.
Real world game looks, feels, and plays. Designed to deliver a simulation.
Another finesse shot to the top bins.
Physics to our most realistic animations, capturing the same pace and unpredictability that makes football great.
I mean, that just looks too slow to a degree, doesn't it?
Responsive, but matches will be less rapid fire than in FUT, giving that last-minute corner or goal-saving tackle the real-world gravitas that we know our career players love.
Fair enough.
And in contrast
Off the
to
line.
gameplay, things like AI defending will be tuned differently to reflect how important teamwork is in football.
Interesting.
Although competitive and
Very
authentic
interesting.
are customized for different styles of play, you'll still be able to toggle between both presets in kickoff and career.
Okay, what do we got here? Weather effects, wind effects. Oh, so this is where you can turn it on or off, right?
Experience.
Okay.
Our second big gameplay innovation for FC26 applies to both competitive and authentic gameplay. A focus on
Find
refining
gameplay
gameplay
fundamentals.
fundamentals.
And again, we'll be the judge of that, right?
Tackles and interceptions, passing and dribbling.
All well and good saying it, but
Physicality.
the proof will be in the pudding for sure.
Here's what we've heard over the last year and how we rework those fundamentals to address your feedback. Goalkeepers are inconsistent.
True.
Expect keepers to be smarter and more consistent in FC26.
Good. Love to see it.
We're using machine learning to train them in hundreds
AI
of
coming in
thousands of
clutch.
in-game situations to find the best positioning, including those little micro steps world-class keepers use to close the angle.
Okay, I like it.
Directions feel so heavy. Players can now turn quicker and accelerate.
Yeah, I like that. We saw that in the thing the other day.
Making everyone feel more agile.
That's you know what? That looks like a small thing, guys. That is such a massive thing. Watch how Mbappe turns on his heels and is away from the defender, and that would be the reality in real life for most defenders versus Mbappe. Like you'd have some defenders that are also able to turn on their heels and really quickly sprint away. But watch this Mbappe here. The ball gets pushed through. Oh, bosh. Mbappe is there and he's gone. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Feel like the quickest ones on the pitch. Tackles and interceptions often bounce back to my
Not often. It's not all the time.
One we've dedicated hundreds of hours to improving. And now this is
I just want to watch that in slow motion so I can kind of like watch both at the same time. I like the fact that they say they've spent hundreds of hours on this. So the ball goes through. The AI defender the defender steps in. This one tackles. This one tackles. He tackles through the attacker and comes away with the ball. This one, the ball bounces back, and then the attacker is the other side of the defender. If they have genuinely fixed this, or like not fixed it, but improved it to a point where it's not something that you're like, you know, because this one that's happened in FC25, it will happen in real life. It will happen every now and then in the game. It should. It shouldn't be like consistently the other way. But if they've got it very well balanced, could be amazing.
Back to my opponent. This is a big one.
What have we got?
One we've dedicated hundreds of hours to improving.
Love it.
Now you'll be more likely to win the ball cleanly and retain possession in those.
And then Haaland, Bosch.
Passing and dribbling feels sluggish.
Yep.
Both of these are more responsive in FC26. Passing and dribbling feel different between competitive and authentic, but they'll both
Lovely
be more
ball.
fluid and reactive than last year to ensure that the game feels dynamic. But
This gameplay just looks really clean. This pass that we get through here, or the dribbling here when he turns back around is really good there. This pass through there, I don't think you can really do that. Like if we attempt that pass, if we attempt this pass here, in this game cycle, like it either goes, the keeper comes and gets it real easy, or it like gets intercepted here, or it goes and connects like down here somewhere where the defender gets it first.
They'll both be more fluid and reactive than last year to ensure that the game.
That's a lovely skill move into that gap.
My teammates need to make better runs. We agree that fluid attacking movement is key to fun and dynamic gameplay, and we've retuned the runs your teammates will make as you progress up the pitch.
Oh, I like that.
Even more options and support.
If EA make a game where attacking is better, like stronger than defending, and when I say attacking is stronger than defending, I don't mean hitting a Trivela from 40 yards or a finesse shot or a power shot volley from like 50 yards or scoring an overhead corner kick goal because they're broken. I mean on general play and general balance, if attacking is more fluid, more intuitive, if you're able to score multiple ways. I want to be in a game where if I burn it down the wing, my player sees the space, makes the run into the space for a header, not kind of like runs 10 yards the other way because they're getting into their role, right? Like the sensibility of the player needs to be there. And when we see that run here, look at that, darts in behind, like knows the space is there. It's beautiful. And here as well, look at that. See, unless you manually triggered that run, which that's where the kind of pros are a bit different and a bit better. This guy, he'll just hover here. and it'll be a sideways pass, and you either have to manually trigger it or you have to pass it to him and then run into the space. Soon as the ball gets played, he's gone. Love that.
I can't protect the ball when pressed.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Brand new ways for you to use physicality to shield the ball in FC26.
Love that. There used to be a game, I think it was FIFA 15. Because FIFA 15 was probably the best FIFA I've ever been at. Like, I could have gone pro in that game. I was insane. And I'm pretty sure shielding was a monster part of why I was so good. I had players like Yaya Toure back when he was like an 86 or 87 rated gold card. And you used to pass towards him, and you just used to shield people and bounce off them and be able to turn around and run into the space off the back of it.
You can now physicality to shield the ball in FC26.
And that's kind of what it was there. It's good.
Seal off your opponent as they try to press you or bump them with your shoulder as you dribble to make a bit of space.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Low drivens used to be great.
They did. Heung-min Son Player of the Month.
Favorite mechanic and improving on it. Low drivens can now be triggered on demand by double tapping the shoot button.
Okay.
And this can be applied to all shot types, allowing you to turn your finesse or power shots into low drivens with a second tap.
Okay, that means time finishing. Yep, it's gone. Do you know what's hilarious, guys? I've used time finishing since EA introduced it. I've been big on time finishing. Obviously, we got precision shooting last year. I used it towards the back end of the year. I've used it all year this year. I turned off time finishing. I turned off time finishing about 2 weeks ago because because of like delay in gameplay and stuff, I kept red timing shots or orange timing shots and missing like open goals because I was red timing them. Like it used to be such an advantage to be able to time, green time a finesse shot. It used to go in. With precision shooting now, I don't think you need time shooting. And yeah, it was something that was actually starting to cost me games because I got the muscle memory was there so heavily that I was timed finishing open goals and stuff, and I would just miss them, and I'd be like, well, I didn't even need to time it. So I turned it off so that I couldn't time it. Now it's being removed. Brilliant.
Second tap. This also replaces timed finishing.
Yep, precision's still on though, you can see it.
Will now become the primary
there we go.
Mechanic
Love that. Love that.
Each of these updates to gameplay fundamentals is designed to address the most common feedback we get.
Good.
Together set a better foundation for the overall gameplay experience in
Good.
FC26. Another widely requested feature we're excited to add this year.
I have a feeling this will be the standard setting that competitive and pro players use outside of events run by EA, because it is so much easier to ascertain where your players are and see the ball compared to the pitch and stuff. Like, I appreciate it's probably more for colorblind people or people with like vision impairments and whatnot, but I genuinely think you're going to see people playing with this as a standard setting.
Here is high contrast mode. We've made high contrast mode custom.
Color blindness default, intensity, brightness, contrast, high contrast, player indicate, player shadows. Stadium shadows. We can finally turn stadium shadows off. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Remap right stick functionality. Okay.
Customizable, so you can create a visual experience that's best for what you need.
Good.
You'll be in control of the colors of each team, the keepers, the ball, the referee.
Good.
And you'll even be able to turn off player or stadium shadows.
Oh, delightful.
Plus adjust the overall pitch saturation. We've
Beautiful.
also added simplified skill moves, allowing you to perform a relevant skill with a simple flick of the right stick in a given direction. We introduced.
I can see that being so broken. If like it is going to be broken, it is just either going to be broken in a way where it's like it's so overpowered, or it's going to be broken in a way where it's like it's just pointless. Because the skill moves that you see here, if these are done by that right trigger, and it just picks a perfect skill move to like evade a tackle, create an angle, get out of space real quickly, you're just going to get to the box, you're just going to keep flicking the stick until you get an open shot space. However, if it's the sort of thing where you flick the stick and it does a completely useless, irrelevant skill move that you would have never requested in a million years, it's going to be utterly pointless. Could be fun.
We're introducing 5 new playstyles.
5 new playstyles. So they're not always new. I think obviously Trivella is becoming something different. Well, I'm sure they'll explain it here.
Header, aerial fortress,
So precision header I like as well. Heading this year.
Header,
has been so bad, hasn't it, guys? Heading this year has been so bad. It was actually really good at the start of the year. Power header was one of the best play styles that you could have had. I can't remember how quickly it got nerfed. I can't remember if it was last year that maybe that it was strong and it got nerfed. But power header in one of the years was really good. And it got nerfed into the ground to the point where it was utterly, utterly useless because the power headers were so strong that they were unsavable. And so EA were just like, yeah, let's just turn it off.
Aerial Fortress, game changer for those flare finishers.
That's Travella.
Flare passers, and
okay.
Enforcer, which dials up those improvements to off-ball shielding.
Okay.
You'll also see new player roles in FC26
yes.
that epitomize the modern game. Ball.
So same outlay here, really.
Wide back, inverted wing back, and box crasher.
Okay.
Just like the other
box crasher looks good.
Wide back, inverted wing back, and box crasher.
A defensive midfielder who can get forward to join the attack, making trailing runs into the box if the opportunity arises. Kind of like box to box, but kind of a very similar thing, isn't it?
Just like the other player roles, these new roles are opportunities to customize your tactical approach and push beyond a rigid formation.
Okay.
Great gameplay is at the heart of what makes an FC game fun. That's why we're so excited about FC26.
Another top bins finish there.
The split of competitive and authentic gameplay allows us to customize and improve your experience based on where and how you play. And refined
off the line again
across the game deliver on your feedback, making gameplay more responsive, consistent, and rewarding.
Yeah, good.
There's so much more coming to FC26.
Let's say
consistent and rewarding.
There's so much more coming. Manager live archetypes, new icons, repeatable evos. Interesting. Manager market, live events, DC improvements, and more.
Look out for more info in our upcoming deep dives, pitch notes, and on social. And pre-order the FC26 Ultimate Edition now to get an icon today in FC25, plus a debut icon in FC.
There really wasn't like much there in terms of like I was going to just watch it through, but I didn't. I just paused it as a went. I don't think I missed any Easter eggs, but let me just have a little scout around in case I did. Yeah, it doesn't look like I missed anything, guys, really, off of that. There is a huge pitch notes that is over 9,000 words long. It's extremely detailed and broken down. So maybe the sort of thing I will make a separate video on, because I suppose actually it gives a breakdown of stuff here. Play styles. Here's something interesting. So our goal is to make high-rated players akin to their real-life ability, making attributes more impactful and playstyles feel like an addition, not a requirement. And that's what it was this year. Attributes. Rebalanced attribute system to make players with high base attributes execute standard gameplay mechanics more reliably, even without the relevant playstyle. Playstyles. Rebalance playstyles to still offer unique and situational boosts while keeping base mechanics like first-time passes, jockey, or ball control more consistent for high-attribute players, playstyle or not. New playstyles. Along the rebalancing of playstyles, we've added, consolidated, and reworked several of them to better reflect your needs. We reduced overlaps and streamlined how playstyles work, making each one feel more focused, impactful, and unique. New playstyle plus, as we've already seen. Removed playstyles. We've removed the following playstyles and reworked the mechanics to the new ones above: Power Header, Aerial, Travella, and Flare. So Aerial Fortress. A defensive player who dominates aerial battles only in defensive scenarios. That's interesting. That, I guess, is why Aerial was so overpowered, because do you know what this is? This is their way to nerf corners, genuinely. You'll have defenders in defensive situations be able to actually defend the corners, and you won't be able to have like a Cristiano Ronaldo who's got aerial plus and acrobatic plus to just dominate in the box. This reconfigures the former aerial playstyle to give it more defensive focus. Performs higher jumps, has physical defensive presence before duel and during duels, performs even higher jumps, yada, yada, yada. Precision heading. An offensive player who specializes in controlled, accurate headers rather than just raw power towards a goal. Refined from the former power header playstyle with more focus on aerial battles and heading accuracy. So you will now need that for corners. Perform headers with increased accuracy and power. Perform headers with greatly increased accuracy and power. So Travella, a player specializing in creative passing, combining and refining the former Flare and Travella playstyles. So Flare and Travella have been combined. Okay. Fancy and Travella passes are performed with improved accuracy. Fancy and Travella passes are performed with greatly improved accuracy. And that's for the inventive. Then we've got Game Changer. Who has it? A player who is known for extraordinary and unconventional finishes, combining and refining from the former Flair and Trivela playstyles. So what I understand is if you don't have this, you cannot Trivela. Gameplay effects, fancy and Trivela shots are improved. Oh, was the last one passes? Ah, so you need one for shooting. So you need inventive for Trivela passes and game changer for Trivela shots. Okay. Then we've got Enforcer, a physical attacker who takes control through shielding and when initiating contact while dribbling, performs dribble shoulder-to-shoulder shielding. I think we already kind of saw this, but I mean, he lost the ball still, but I appreciate what it is and what it's for. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Relentless playstyle with new fatigue changes. With the changes made to the fatigue system, the Relentless playstyle and playstyle plus were adjusted as follows. Relentless and Relentless plus will now also contribute to increasing the speed of short-term stamina regeneration. That's quite interesting. Let me see if there's anything else in here. So when it comes to the low-driven shots, guys, there's a lot of new shot types. With the new button mapping, we had the opportunity to extend low-driven mechanics across all shot types, apart from chip shots. Pressing the shot button again after powering up your shots. So for a low-driven laces shot, you hold to power up. I guess that's circle. Hold shoot to power up, just regularly. For a low-driven finesse, you hold R1. You do your finesse shot and then drive it. Low-driven Trivela, which is L2 again. Low-driven flare shot, which is the same. I guess just depends on what playstyles you have. Low-driven power shot, that could be really broken. The power shot, which is obviously a bit manual as well, and then double tap to make it low-driven. A low-driven volley in air shot and a low-driven header in air jump. So there's going to be lots of new shot techniques to try and utilize next year, which should, again, it should allow us to be able to score variation of goals, not just the same goal all of the time. And on Trivela shots, guys, Trivela shots will now be connected to the new game changer playstyle. A player without this playstyle will not be able to perform Trivelas. Do you know how beautiful that is? I scored an insane amount of goals this year with Ben White, who has like 38 shooting, because he could just Trivela it. He doesn't have the Trivela playstyle or anything. You just ball roll inside, Trivela it with precision shooting, green time it, boom, top bins. Doesn't matter what the shooting stat was. It was stupid overpowered. Now that you have to have the game changer playstyle to even be able to perform a Trivela shot is amazing. While visually impressive and powerful, Trivela shots became overused by players across all positions, often leading to unrealistic and exploitable scoring patterns. Our goal with this change is to balance the shooting mechanic of the game, especially in competitive gameplay. And then the Game Changer Playstyle Plus says Trivela shots can be performed only by players with this Playstyle Plus. If a player doesn't have the Game Changer Playstyle or Playstyle Plus, attempting a Trivela shot will default to a laces shot instead. See the playstyle selection for more details on the new Game Changer playstyle. Amazing. And so, guys, I just had like a little brief read through there. There is like a lot of extra information in here. Not all of it is just super important, and none of it is I don't think anything's worth talking about in this video. As I say, I will make another video over the coming days that takes a proper look at what's important in this and what's not. So make sure to subscribe for that. But for today, that is it. The official gameplay deep dive is here. It has me reasonably excited, and they do this every year. They do this every year, but it has me reasonably excited because if what they've announced they've changed, improved on, balanced, or got right is actually as intended, the game is going to be beautiful to play. But if they get it wrong and it's just another exploit fest for the whole year, it's going to be just another bad year of people complaining about the game. So the proof will be in the pudding. We've only got about another 7 weeks to wait, 7-8 weeks to wait before the game is here. I'm very excited for it. Let me know if you are down below. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.